Welcome back, dear viewers and students. Let's see the poem called A Prayer for My Daughter. I have already summarized in previous video. You may go and you watch it again. I will explain here some lines from this poem. Let's see. Once more, the storm is howling and half hid under this cradle hood, and overhead my child sleeps on. There is no obstacle but Gregory's wood and one bare hill whereby the haystack and roll living wind. So this is all about the small child who put into cradle, and she should not come any obstacle, any wind or storm. It could be obstacle to her, so that's why he prayed here. Bread on the Atlantic can be stayed, and for an hour I have walked and prayed because of the great gloom that is in my mind. I have walked and prayed for this young child an hour and heard the sea wind scream upon the tower and under the arches of the bridge and scream. So this is all about the she which is not calm quite, and he prays here it should be stop and my daughter will sleep very calm and quiet in cradle. So he has been praying for an hour. So let's see. And under the arches of the bridge and scream in the elms above the flood stream, imagining in excited reverie that the future years had come, dancing to a fancied drum out of the murderous innocence of the sea. May she be granted beauty and yet not beauty to make a stranger's eye distorted. He moves ahead and he talks here that my daughter will get the beauty, but it will be distracted. It will be stressful to others or strangers or hers before looking glass for such. Being made beautiful overmuch, consider beauty a sufficient end. So he talks on the beauty of her daughter. She should be a normal beauty. She should have a normal beauty. If it is more beauty, it can be distracted to others and it may be fight. So that's why he wants a less beauty to her daughter, to his daughter. The heart revealing intimacy, the chooses right and never find a friend. Helen being chosen found life flat and dull. It is a Helen, it is a Morgan. W. Yeats loved her in past. So he unfortunately did not gain her. So that's why he does not believe in beauty. There is a no honesty in love. That's why he is giving a lesson to his daughter. Look at the next line. And later had much trouble from a fool, while the great queen that rose out of the spray, being fatherless, could have her way, yet choose a bandy-legged smith for man. It's certain that fine women eat a crazy salad with their meat, whereby the horn of plenty is undone. He is talking about the queen who was a beautiful, and it was the battle for her. So this is not important in our life. She should be having less beauty which is not distracted to others. In courtesy I would have her cheaply learned. Herds are not had a had as a gift, but hurts are earned. So, hurt is very important. Here, hurt means your emotions could be understood by others instead of an artificial things. It is only appearance. Your heart should be pious by those that are not entirely beautiful, yet many that have played for the fool. For beauty's very self has charm made wise, and many a poor man that has rode, loved and thought himself beloved, from a glad kindness cannot take his eyes. Here he gives a specimen or an example of his life. There was a beautiful woman, and many people were behind her, but she did not gain any audience, and there were fighting between others, and they lost their lives. May she become flourish hidden tree that all the thoughts may like linear or lineate be, and have no business but dispensing round their magnanimities of sound, nor but in merriment begin a chase, nor but in a merriment a quarrel. Oh, may she live like some green laurel. So he expects more from her. She should be become a human being instead of other things. She should have good qualities with herself. So let's see. Oh, may she live like some green laurel, rooted in one dear perpetual place. My mind, because the minds that I have loved, the sort of beauty that I have approved. Your mind should be good. Your mind should be beautiful instead of external beauty. Prospect, prosper but little has dried up of the late, yet knows that to be choked with hate may well be of all evil chances chief. If there is no hatred in mind, assault and betray of the mind. So your mind should be clear. There is no need to any hatred or jealousy for others. You should live very humanistic. You should live as a human being. You should take care of others' feeling. Can never tear the lineage from the leaf. And intellectual hatred is the worst. So let her think opinions are accused. How have I not seen the loveliest woman born out of the mouth of plenty's horn, because of her appointed mind, better that horn and every good, by quite nature's understood. So this is very important. Your language should be very quiet, calm, and it should be used as a soft language, and you become a loveliest person in the world. By quiet nature's understood, for an old bellows full of angry wind, considering that all hatred driven hence. So anger is your drawback of your characters. You should leave the anger and then you live happily. If you have hatred in your mind, you have jealousy for others, then you will do not anything else. You will take revenge of others and you will not happy. So that's why hatred should be driven hence as like angry wind. The soul recovers radical innocence. So your soul would be pious. There is no any bad thing in your heart, in your mind, then you will live very happily. The soul recovers radical innocence. Innocence is a part and parcel of your life. You should live with innocency as well as live the hatred for others, and learns at last that it is self-delighting, self-appeasing, self-fighting, and that is own sweet will is heaven's will. So you should be self-effacing, you should be self-satisfied. If you are not satisfied at your own level, then everything will be dissatisfied for you. So whatever we will be gain in your life or our life, we should happy with this. But if you want to more and more, if you become a greedy person, then it will be finding sadness in your life. She can though every face should be scowl, and every windy quarter howl, or every billows burst, be happy still. There would be number of problem will come in the way. You should overcome it. Wind, storm, monsoon. It may be rainy, heavily rain. It would be there, but you have to overcome it. Oh, every bellows burst, be happy still, and may her bridegroom bring her to house. Whereas all as a custom and ceremonies for arrogance and hatred are the wars. Peddled in the thoroughfares, how but in custom and in ceremony are innocence and beauty born. Ceremony is named for the rich horn, and custom for the spreading laurel tree. This is very important part of this poem. That is, we must find the good things in the nature, and her bridegroom bring her to a house where all accustomed ceremonies for organs and hatred are the wares, peddled and thoroughfares. How but in customs and the ceremony are innocence and beauty born. So customs and tradition are very normal to each other, and we got the many things from customary. So this is all about the poem. You should go thoroughly at your own level. You have to read twice, thrice, and you will able to understand its points. Already I have discussed its summarization in previous video. Thank you.